Township officials in Cumberland County were forced to postpone a meeting tonight that would have finalized part of the PAX-1 data center project. Thanks for joining us for Fox 43 News. I'm Amy Lutz.
And I'm Evan Forrester. Fox 43's Matt Kleines was in Middlesex Township for tonight's meeting. He's joining us to talk more about what happened.
Well, Evan, more than 100 people crammed themselves into the Middlesex Township meeting where officials were planning to finalize a plan to build a 6-building data center campus along Country Club Road. The room was so packed, in fact, that the meeting barely got underway before officials were forced to cancel it due to fire safety concerns. A contentious township meeting in Cumberland County as people continue speaking out against the construction of a data center.
Do what the township wants, not what the board wants.
People packed the Middlesex Township building as the Board of Supervisors discussed finalizing Phase 1B of the PAX-1 data center campus. The phase would see the construction of the first 6 buildings of the $15 billion facility. And as township officials began discussing the data center project,
The plan at this point is to postpone this meeting.
None of these meetings have ever been canceled because of capacity before.
Township resident John Werner says he was happy with the turnout, adding it sends a message to board members about their opposition to the PAX-1 project.
I think they're hoping that we'll get tired, that we'll feel resigned, that we'll give up, that we'll stop showing up. And I think that's what the developers want too.
Prior to Wednesday's meeting, Andrew Dimsky joined 4 of his neighbors to file a substantive validity challenge against Middlesex Township. In it, Dimsky alleges that township officials approved a data center overlay that was written by PAX-1 developers with hardly any revisions.
If you're letting the developer come to town and write the ordinance for you, that handcuffs us as residents when we come to share our feedback at these meetings, but also handcuffed the hands of the boards of supervisors because they don't have the ability to use conditional use to put controls on it.
Residents say they will continue fighting back in an effort to stop construction of the data center.
If our challenge is successful, the entire overlay would be undone, which would revert the land, well, it wouldn't even revert it, it would restore it, rather, back to the true zoning that the land already holds, which is neighborhood zoning.
Township officials say that tonight's meeting will be rescheduled to August 19th and that they would try to host it at Middlesex Elementary School. When asked about the legal challenge to the data center overlay, the Board of Supervisors declined to comment. Evan?
Of course, we'll continue to follow this and see what happens. Fox 43's Matt Kleines. Matt, thank you.